Hello everyone, and now welcome to Game 2 in a series between Krolu and Goody. Game 2 taking place here on Ohana. Krolu able to create a long macro game on Cloud Kingdom, and coming out ahead, it really felt like Krolu just had the superior economy throughout the game and was able to lose more but still come out ahead. Krolu is spawning as the orange Protoss player here at the bottom right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Goody spawning as the purple Terran on the top left hand side of the map. Purple Terran, orange Protoss, and we'll see what the strategies will be coming in from both of these players. Now, I do expect some sort of expansion attempt coming in from Goody or Krolu. Expansions here, very easy to defend. You do have a ramp here. Now, Krolu, what he could try to do is he could try to come up the ramp, punish this expansion while placing down a force field here. If he's able to shut down his opponent's reinforcements with force fields, there's not very much that Goody can do except for wait for medevacs and try to elevator units down from that cliff. Probe now looking to make its way in. It will scout out, spot a barracks, no supply depot on the front door, and now looking to see if a refinery will be placed down. Probe now looking to slip away. Again, it will be darting and turning around inside. Nope, looks to come back in. And it is trying to hide along the far side. And will it spot that there is no gas? Still no gas being established here. Now needs to make its way around the back. I believe the SCVs are going to be able to spot that probe in just a second. But that's beautiful position on by Krolu's one probe there, as it is still getting a lot of important scouting information by at least knowing that this particular geyser is not taken. SCV, does it spot it? No, it still does not. We are upgrading to an orbital command, which means that we should be spotting, I believe, we should be spotting a fast command center here in just a second. It is going to be a fast command center as a Marine now looking for that probe is going to spot it. Is Krolu? Oh, beautiful position by Goody. Krolu now running. Will it be able to spot the second gas? It does not. And I think that was a little bit of a mistake by Krolu not trying to scout out this gas. We are going to be going into double barracks now. Come on, don't make me, or double production of barracks. There we go. And then it should be followed up with either double geysers or a bunker here on the ramp. Now let's take a look at Krolu. Krolu is sitting at, 20 probes, 1 zealot. And what is this? It looks like it could be a 4-gate. All right, he has stopped his probe production. Nope, not going to be a 4-gate. Going to be a Nexus with stopping of probe production at 20, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. All right, Zealot now making its way off to the north. Stalkers are being trained. Probe, for some reason, now finally being trained. Was a little bit of a delay. No, actually getting canceled again. Perhaps waiting for double Stalkers, as we are going to see a Zealot look to try to punish this. The Zealot now going after a Marine. Is it going to be able to finish it off? I don't believe so. Let's take a look at the losses. 50 versus 150. So that Zealot was only able to get off 1 kill. And we are now going to have a bunker here on the ramp, protecting any units from simply slipping in or slipping by. So far, we still do not have that standard double gas in play, utilizing 5 barracks, or 3 barracks, perhaps 5. That would be playing more of the style of rough than anything else. But yeah, 3 barracks, and we'll see what the transition will be now. Krolu about to finish up his Nexus here. Orbital command already finished here. And we can see a slight harvester advantage for Goody, as we are now transferring some probes over here to the natural. And Krolu being very greedy, establishing up a 3rd base at the 6-minute mark. Now, if you guys didn't notice, I believe that is the Zerg icon on the side of that Protoss, so perhaps that was a little bit of an indicator saying that he will be going for a faster Nexus than normal. All right, Stalkers looking to engage against those Marines, and are they going to be able to engage? Getting back up onto the high ground. Krolu with a rather small force here. What is he going to be doing? Probes now being forced to just retreat, as the Marines and the Marauders, SCVs, are going to be establishing bunkers. 3 Stalkers together. This is not a good fight or good position at all. The Stalkers perhaps should be up here on the high ground as the Nexus is now getting punished. Alright, this mass marine bunker strategy, gasless strategy, essentially. Guardian Shield now up, adding in additional armor. The Marines going after those units. And once those bunkers are in play, this is going to be very, very dangerous for Krolu. Marines still engaging and now going to be able to shoot down this Nexus. Stalkers need to regenerate some of those shield points. The Stalkers perhaps could actually attack from the high ground here. Not quite sure why they aren't doing exactly that. Come on, Krolu. Range of 6 on a Stalker. You can actually attack from the high ground onto the low ground. And there you go. Nope. No. Oh, there you go. Going after the Marines. One Marine down. Perhaps going to go after another Marine. It looks like this Nexus will get taken down here. And then Goody may just simply salvage all of these bunkers and retreat and return back home. Alright, Nexus is down. You can see Chrono Boost Alf on this Nexus here. If Goody doesn't spot that Nexus, he may think that he's much more ahead than he really is. Yeah, the Stalkers finally, yes, able to shoot from the high ground onto the low ground. And that one bunker getting destroyed, really helping Krolu. We'll see what is going to be happening next as those Stalkers are now trying to push their way down. The Stalkers just getting in a little bit of that damage. The Sentry could cast force fields and push back any sort of repair, as we are going into a robotics facility, most likely for Immortals, for that very effective burst damage against that bunker. Harvester count is 36 to 33. Stalkers now lower hit or higher hit point Stalkers in the front, and now we could have an engagement here in just a second. Sentry gonna utilize that force field, prevent the repairing. And now the Stalker's just going around the far side and now trying to get a better flank here. And I believe it will be exactly that, a perfect flank. And we'll see what will be happening next. Here you go, Stalker's Guardian Shield. And one low hit point Stalker already being forced to retreat. And now all these Marines will get taken down. And it looks like the Marines were trying to focus down the lower hit point Stalkers. Beautifully played by Krolu, as he only lost one unit there. And let's take a look at the total losses. Goody actually losing out 230 more resources, and we are about even in terms of bases. Goody, however, does have this one orbital command sitting inside his base for an additional mule and SCV training, and that may be just enough. It is 2 bases to 2. A new Nexus now has been established, and Krolu getting up this third base, very, very important. I believe if Goody was going up against a Zerg player, oh, blink back. If Goody was actually going up against a Zerg player, he would have known better and try to scout out that additional base. All right, now we may see, oh, we can see Goody does have one missile turret here. Perfect location for spotting up onto the high ground. This warp prism, if it is not careful, will get shot down, and that is always very, very scary. Goody now perhaps going to land this factory and try to scout this out. Where are we going to go into? Oh, Dark Templar. And what is happening now? Dark Templar, there is the missile turret. Oh, gonna be backing away, and is it gonna be enough? Trying to drop those Dark Templar, and oh, the missile turret here actually able to spot it as well. So missile turrets in key locations, more than enough. The Stalkers could perhaps just shoot up onto the high ground, and that would destroy this missile turret, allowing more units to warp in. Oh, don't actually take damage, come on. Yeah, when you got a free missile turret on the edge of a cliff like that, might as well destroy and now try to drop in some units. Alright, Dark Templar has now made its way inside the base. A quick scanner sweep though, and that Dark Templar able to slip by and past a couple of missile turrets. And now, oh, the supply depot getting attacked. Goody making a mistake there. SCV is now trying to repair, as it looks like, yes, the SCVs did finish off that last unit. All right, unit up on the low ground. The Dark Templar now coming in, and the Marine going to be able to slip away. Marauders, Marines now trying to run away. Again, a new supply depot has been, or I guess the old supply depot has been repaired. Nexus now running up on 3 bases. Krolu sitting on 54 compared to 51. Goody with a much larger army though, and that may be the issue. These Stalkers have nowhere to run, and if they have nowhere to run, that means they are dead. Oh my goodness, Krolu losing the majority of his units here for really no real gain whatsoever, and that might be the beginning of the end for Krolu. Krolu now with a very, very small army, almost disgustingly small, and he doesn't have enough production buildings to really crank out units or the right type of units. Dark Templars perhaps merging into Archons would be useful. The level 1 weapons and armor upgrades are not going to be enough. You can see the Warp Prism is now trying to retreat back. One Dark Templar going to town onto some of these units, but it's still not going to be enough as the sentries perhaps need a force field to ramp. What is that sentry doing? Oh my goodness, that would have been the perfect opportunity. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed Game 2 in this series. Stay tuned for Game 3.